good afternoon, and welcome to another series of Workspace Meets. Today I'm joined by Joyce Jarjoura, Senior Interior Designer at Gensler. Hi Joyce, it's lovely to meet you.
Hi Lucy, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. We're super excited to get to know you a little bit better.
Thanks, so am I.
So Joyce, tell us, how and why did you choose your career?
So I think with my career choice, it started off with my childhood. As a kid, I grew up in the States and my parents were always flipping homes. And so we were always asked to come and sort of help out, do some painting, help out with design ideas and stuff like that. And you don't really see the value of that when you're younger because you're just kind of forced to do that. But as you, yeah, right. As you grow up, you sort of start to see where your roots were and kind of what inspired you and what was around you as a kid. And so I was always really interested in like manuals and sort of looking at how to install things and how to do things like that. Yeah. And when we would travel like often, and my parents would always take us to different countries and really immerse us into the culture and arts. And my mom would always gather and collect different art pieces. So I was always around kind of design and art since I was a kid.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
So the chores turned into your career.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Maybe I should have got my parents to push me in the chores some more.
Yeah, a little bit, kind of. It kind of worked out that way. Now they just ask me for stuff and don't listen to my opinion.
Parents.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's been your most challenging project?
I think we all have like the typical challenges in our field, trying to put together the right brief for the client, looking at efficiency and productivity and design, and making sure that everything aligns. And those are things that we normally face with every project since our field is so subjective. So we always try to make sure that our research is kind of at the core of all the designs that we do. As well as the story and the experience. So it's not just the sort of brief that's behind everything, but also really looking at the research and how to make the space more efficient. But I try to look at challenges in every project. I don't think we're pushed to our potential without a challenge. And what's interesting about working in this region and having a range of clients from different parts of the world is that everyone comes forward with a different point of view and a different challenge, and that way you get to gather different experiences from every single challenge that you face.
Nice, really like that. Completely agree with you. Yeah. All right. So, which do you prefer, working from the office or the home? I can see you're at home right now, but which one would you like to go back to the office, or are you happy working at home?
I definitely would like to go back to the office. So I feel like we all sort of miss socializing and collaborating. I miss being closer to my team, and honestly, just having a normal routine of waking up every day, getting out of your pajamas, driving the car, putting music on, getting to the office, and just starting the day. In a different way that sort of gets you back into your routine. And I feel like since we started working from home, all of our lives have sort of started to merge between work and personal without really a boundary in between. But you know what, actually we've been pretty awesome at Gensler at keeping the culture, and we've been having different types of activities and sort of happy hours and game nights and things like that. And I feel like, yeah, this whole thing sort of just kind of brought us closer in a weird way. But on the other hand, also working from home is something that I'd like to keep as something that's flexible, because you also get to do a couple of things that you would normally not do when you're commuting and going back and forth.
Yeah, that it allows for that little bit of extra time to get a report finished or to meet a deadline. But yeah, it's nice to have the flexibility. But the office is great. I'm back in, been back for 3 weeks, and I love it. I missed it a lot, and I miss my colleagues.
I can imagine we're all feeling the same way. So I
Yeah,
can
well,
imagine.
hopefully you get back soon.
Yeah, hopefully we will. I think it'll be a couple more weeks.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, Joyce, so if you could share a success story of a project that you did here, a commercial interiors project, which one would it be?
So recently we've been working with a fintech company on their new headquarters, and they've been growing so much, both in the region and globally, and looking towards introducing new technology to their space and really showcasing everything that they can do. And so it was actually amazing because we got to start with them from the very beginning, which is the workplace strategy part of the project. And we got to meet a lot of the team and really do visioning sessions and interviews and really understand kind of the foundation of what they were looking for in their new workplace and what they felt was lacking in their current one. And it's really rare to kind of go through the whole process before you start designing, because we got the opportunity to really connect with all of their team members and even their global leaders in the US who were really able to showcase kind of the power and the outreach that they have and that we have as well, and kind of like build that confidence on a global level with them.
Oh, wow, that sounds amazing. Well done.
Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun and a really great experience.
Was it a long project? How long does a project usually take, something like that, from the beginning of workplace strategy?
Yeah, so the workplace strategy took us around 10 weeks because we had to organize. So we started off with a survey. And so we have kind of a workplace survey that we send out to all of the employees. And then we start to identify different champions with each department, and we go through visioning sessions with them. And we're able to kind of understand everything from priorities with types of spaces that they expect, if they really have to choose between that, and then look and feel and different things related to culture in the office. And then we also go through interviews and really put a whole strategy together. So that took 10 weeks. And then the rest of the process took, I want to say, another 12 weeks.
Wow. Wow, so there's really so much thought that goes into all of this when you're designing for the workplace.
Yeah, of course.
So, final question, what inspires you?
So I would have to say traveling and experiences. And I know that we're kind of all on a bit of a travel hold globally right now, but I always like to try to go to new places, experience new cultures and see new things, and really people watch and see how people interact with each other, how they socialize, how they move around different cities, and really try to absorb all of that culture. And I've been trying to do that here since we can't travel. So I've been trying to get a little bit outside of the city and go to places that I wouldn't normally go to, and try to kind of explore different souks and different hidden gems and hidden beaches and things like that. But I'd also say that I'm inspired kind of by every experience that I go through, both on a personal and a professional level, and try to see the benefits of all of those experiences in order for me to constantly be growing and feel like I'm developing or learning something new, and so I never get bored out of the normal routine.
And that's crucial, to never be bored. Wow, that's really interesting. Well, thank you so much. It was so lovely talking to you today and getting to know a little bit more about you, what inspires you, and how you choose your career from a young age. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Lucy.